So, this run was started 3,000 miles ago, and now we need to remember what we had going on. So we have our hand crossbow friend Ulysses, who picked up Initiator, so we're going to be using Burn, except, oh, we have no mana on Ulysses. Interesting. Uh, we have Edward, who is rocking a Druid Staff. And then we have Jalen, who is looking nimble with some momentum build. And we got that going on. All right, this is going to be an interesting night because our mana situation is extremely suboptimal. So without further ado, do you want to move forward any? This is probably safe. Now, we didn't destroy this sensor. We may not need to. Let's wait and see. And I guess we should probably scoot you two up a bit at least. And you're going to be doing some movement-based attacks, so we'll do that. Okay, night number 5. Here we go. Instantly filled with regret. Let's move to here and start getting to work. Ooh, that really expected that to be a kill, for being honest. Let's bail our friend here out. Swap over to that. Ooh. There we go. Let's see. We have 3 more actions. I think giving those 2 a whale is probably worth it. We have tons of movement here. Well, tons of movement, but what's behind there? I think I am going to nuke this. Is there anyone standing here? No. Yeah, I think I am going to destroy this. Because I don't think we're otherwise going to be able to get the visibility that we need. I'm going to back up. This guy is going to be a little bit of a problem. But we'll leave it at that. And then over here, what are we rocking? Okay, we got these 2. So let's see. It's a decent bees target. I should probably be conserving mana, but how much should I leave myself movement-wise? Okay, that looks pretty decent. Okay, proc Thrifty, which is good. And then I think, at least for the moment, we can probably safely... Oh, that getting the kill, unfortunately, hurts our Initiator. I was hoping we could get a second proc out of Initiator there. I can probably just, all right, pick you off that way, and then we'll back up. Now, did I have any consumables on anyone? Looks like the answer is no. All right. Not a bad first turn. We were a little weak up top here. Oh, I did not expect to see boomers quite so early on here. Interesting. So I think I'm gonna drop that and then see how quickly we can kill this boomer and see how much that gains us. And then I want to get the hunters dead. the wrong pocket. From here, can you get an angle on that? No. From here, can you still retreat far enough? Not really. All right, let's do some work over here, see what we end up with. Do I want to use a blaze? Not quite yet, I don't think. Oh, awesome. Awesome, dude. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for swinging by. How is Elden Ring treating you so far? I've certainly watched quite a few people play it, and it looks pretty awesome, I must say. I've never played a Souls-style game, so I'm not very well versed on it, but it looks pretty exceptional, and obviously the reviews are rave. So, how far is this boomer going? All right, we can take it out next time. We have 2 actions left, but we're a little low on mana, so I'm just gonna, I think, drop the 2 front runners here, and then retreat. It seems like they really amped up the difficulty. People are saying it's very punishing. Now, we don't have a great way to take out these boomers here. Let's see. Now, if I run to here, can I do this? All right, that doesn't leave us much for retreating, though, unfortunately. And we do have this hunter charged up, so whatever we do has to include ending that hunter. Oh, this guy blocks line of sight, so let's get rid of him. And I think we're going to use... I'm going to use a catapult hit here, just to soften things up a little bit. Alright, good enough. Don't love the position that I've put us in, but we can use follow here to avoid the blast, so that's good. And getting the relentless proc is pretty huge, actually. This guy, how far is he going? Not very far. Although, we can't get out of range with our character here. So I think we need to take him out. Alright, good enough. But I do want to get away a little bit. So let's move over here. And then hopefully stun these 2. No dice. Why didn't I proc Relentless there? Our hero has 3 or less movement points and attacks in melee range. Oh, that wasn't melee range. Noted. That skill doesn't work the way I think it did. Go figure. Alright, and then... I'm going to reposition over to this side in expectation of some more baddies coming that way. Alright, and then who still has a movement point? Okay, I don't think anyone's coming in. I guess this guy's going to blow up our wall, though. I probably should have thought of that. We got a decent clustering here, so let's soften people up. And then I'm going to move in here, and we're going to go for the big blaze here. We wasted 1 shot, it looks like. Yeah, unfortunately. Let's hope this takes down the boomer. Yes, it did. All right, nice. Ooh, the action refund. You know, I think I undervalue perseverance. now that I'm looking at it, seems far more effective than I thought it was. And then these boomers take a ton to take down. We have tons of action points though, so let's take out this hunter, because if you don't keep the hunters under control, you're gonna have a bad time. And then who's coming all the way in? I do have Thrifty procced. I don't really want to spend the money or the mana on Thrifty, so we'll just leave it at that. All right, let's see what this side looks like. I'm going to step out 1 and get the charge. And then these momentum strikes should absolutely wreck these guys. I feel like charge is one of the best abilities in the game. For sure. And then what's my play here? I think we move over 1. We just use momentum to take this guy out. And then Relentless to proc to that. And then we should be able to take this one out. Yeah, no problem. We don't really have... This guy's moving pretty far forward. We don't actually have the ability to retreat as far as I wanted to from that. So I think we just call it a day here and get ready for the next turn. Okay. I didn't kill this guy. That's interesting. I could have sworn I took him out. Hey, Nightfalls. How goes it? Welcome to the stream. She does, doesn't she? With her Shrek-looking skin. Gotta wonder about that one. All right, I'm gonna use our Thrifty proc to kill these 3. We do have an elite coming in shortly on that side. I think now's a good time to drop a lightning bolt. This looks like it's gonna propagate reasonably well. I'm digging the damage that we're getting out of the scepter as usual. Shrek 2 level confidence. That's a very specific measure. I can't disagree, I will say. Now let's see. So I'm just gonna 1, 2, and then start dropping some back in here. Because I only went with 2 because I didn't want, after this bridge was broken, I was worried that we were gonna lose the ability to get any propagates off of that. And that is exactly what happened. Could have saved this guy for once he was near others to get the AoE out of him, but I think that was reasonable. And then I'm going to try to... Man, the dodges are surprisingly impactful. Alright, so we're coming all the way in like this, and... Actually, before we do that, I want to proc Thrifty before we do anything else. So let's see. Let's see what we can do here. This boomer isn't coming that far in, so we can get it next time. If it doesn't, oh yeah, we're out of action points. Ah, good news, Jokwa. I'm so happy to hear it. Those types of issues are so frustrating to deal with. So, anytime you can put one of those to rest is good news in my book. Okay, that procs Relentless, which gets us back up to 5 movement. And then I'm going to just go for some cheeky stuns here on my way out of town. And then you're all used up. So this Edward is taking more hits than I necessarily like. I'm not doing a good job getting them in and out. Okay, what is the elite that we just got? Can't see it quite yet. The elite is an elite armored with mirror shield 25. That's not great. Let's see. I think we're gonna have to. Things are gonna get a little hairy. Ooh, don't like losing an action point there. Yeah, we're gonna use a few catapults. The advantage of catapults is they don't mirror, so we can use them effectively. Oh, Juan. That's rough and tumble right there. Oh, and the mana situation has gotten bad over here, so let's see how much we get out of this on the armored unit. See, we don't have much retreating options here. Oh, Jokwa, I'm glad to see you've been hard at work theory crafting. Love to see it. Let's see, we got 4 actions here. I think we dropped the poison here. Missed the elite, of course. I'm going to keep softening things up. We have 2 actions left here. I think here's the play. Oh, that's 100% of my movement. So if I move to here, we need to kill this guy. And we're down to the wire on action points, which does not feel great. I agree, Joko. It sounds like you are well primed to be a game developer. How far is this guy moving? He's moving to there. Okay, we can take him out next time, I think. So I'm just going to focus on controlling this bulky. All right, who is now controlled enough. So we can retreat a bit here. Okay, looks like we've got this side under control. So we're gonna start with some catapults here, just to soften things up. Okay, so my thought is that we take out some of the people on the outskirts here. And the bulkies are doing solid work for us here. Let's soften this bulky up 1. I want to get it to the point where follow is oh, Damien, every day is being out of action points day. The greatest truth of this game is that there is no better scaler than the number of action points that you have. and you only get action points from Tainted Essence unlocks, and then later from increasing the number of characters that you have at your disposal. So that's basically all you got. Let's see. So all of our actions remain on Samara. Gosh, we have so many. How much trouble am I putting myself in by doing this? We have a lot of capacity to retreat, so I'm not feeling too bad about it. And then we can momentum this guy. And then run away. Oh, Jokwa, one thing that your description reminds me of is I'm very excited for the capability of this game to be modded. I think it's going to be awesome when mods can be added, because I think the game is very interesting. And I think that there is huge potential for the game engine. Like, I think the bones of the game are brilliant. That analogy is excellent, Juan. I could not agree more. All right, there we go. So we use the follow mechanic. If you end up inside of a bulky, it does not do damage to you. So that's a useful one. I'm trying to decide. Ooh, one action point off there. We'll get a giant momentum hit here. Over 1,000? Yep, 1,023. So let's see. So the problem that we have with the armored one is that it's going to do a lot of damage back to us. So we're going to have to be very careful with how we handle it. And I think a large part of that, what is my play here? How much armor do you have? 57. So we can get 2 hits on you. You have 300 armor. We're going to have a hard time killing that one. Let's soften it up a little more with this. I don't want to hit this back guy because we can get experience for that. We have 108 armor here, so that's a little better. I would like to... I'm actually going to debuff it so that our opportunist attacks do more, so we get more value out of our armor. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, I had a lot of fun playing Tarkov in the early days. I haven't played it in a while, but that is the definition of a punishing game, to be sure. All right, so I'm going to get rid of you. And this is going to be our... Do we need... I don't think we need to hold in place. Yeah, we don't really have anything. All right, let's just see. Do we have what it takes to finish this one off? No, not really. A job system mod. I could definitely see that. I think that could be very interesting. Okay, well, it was a clean night. Not our finest work. But everybody hits level 6, which feels pretty good. We took 2 hit points of damage and did pull off the perfect. Okay, so at the end of next turn, we're going to need to... We're going to need to do some more mist sensor cleanup. We do have runners, which is always my favorite. Ooh, a hand crossbow. Oh, this is an offhand crossbow, which only has weak spot. You can't get me too excited about that, but this journeyman's wand is very interesting. I think I'm going to take the journeyman's wand, because the wooden pistol I don't think is doing us much good. And the momentum is strangely valuable for our scepter user. Get that extra momentum boost. Now let's see. The thing that oh, we didn't clean up these sensors. We probably should have. I feel like we need a mana well, though, for this crew over here. That costs 66. And then we're also, I think we can hold off one. Exactly, Damien. Exactly. So the mana well, I think we just have to invest in the mana well, unfortunately. And then Benediction is 13. How big is your mana pool? 33? Oh, we already had a mana pool. How did we already have a mana pool and we didn't use it? Oops, that was a misplay. Well, we'll do that. Now we have 2 mana pools. Whoopsie daisies. Definitely could have spent better there. Let's see. And then I'm going to grab this one here. And do we have another 3 ruin? We don't. So I'll grab this one here. Yeah, and that puts us a little lower than I'd like to be. Ooh, big crit bonus, though, for our melee character, who can't wear hats, by the way. A little reliability could be interesting, but I'm going to roll once and pick up skill range. Great for hammers, believe it or not. Initiator, not that interesting. Quantity versus quality is a little interesting. The largest crit chance that I've had. That's a good question. I'm not sure I know off the top of my head. I've definitely had it over like 50%. Hey, Cassie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And right now I'm just thinking about Mega Stomp. So Mega Stomp would go up to 8, and it's quite the stun, so there might be value there. We don't really need Thrifty since we're not spending too much mana. I don't think Toxic Leech is that interesting. Let's go for it. Let's go for quantity versus quality. Then this is our ranged character who's going to be blazing it up. So we'll grab range damage, and then we've taken no accuracy. I'm going to roll that once, though. All right, well, we missed out on the accuracy. That was perhaps disastrous. Longer weapons, not that interesting, but quantity versus quality, very interesting. It's just a hammer with a really, really long handle, Damien. That's the only explanation. I'm glad to hear it, Cassie. Very glad to hear it. Let's roll that once. We'll pick up the crit. And we could start rolling a bit of poison damage. But I think I'm just going to pick up some daily mana regen. Yeah, I think you might be right, Cassie. As soon as I did it, I thought about it, and I was like, that might not have been the smartest call. And yeah, exactly. It's got a telescoping handle. We do have volatile reactions, so I'm going to go for quantity over quality. Maybe we will go for a bit of a poison build there, even though we don't have the poison perk. We are fast approaching maximum movement, but I think given we're going for like a momentum build here, I think it's worth just getting crazy with the movement. 28% crit is pretty decent. I'll take the crit power. And then what? Yeah, physical damage, unfortunately. We do a fair amount of isolated targets, but I don't think we'd be able to reliably get it to fire. Well, but then she returns back to where she started, Cassie. That's the impressive part. Every 7 mana spent, gain an action point. We could probably do something with Energized. All right, so I don't like what we did with the 2 mana wells. In fact, I mean, I shouldn't destroy them, but I am saddened by them. And I would love... We're going to need to pick up... All right, well, there's not really anything to pick up, is there? I was going to say a health potion, just to get that going. I think we invest in gold production this turn, since I built that 2nd mana well. And the shame is too much. And then we should also do another upgrade here, which we can convert into another worker. And then we actually have another house to build. So I'm just trying to get our economy up and rolling. Oh, I didn't use the seer either. It's really hard coming into the middle of runs. It's very easy to forget yourself and forget your place. I'm tempted to guess where, just because I don't like this roll and I don't like the runners. So I'm going to do that. Oh, the guess where tells us it tells us where the waves are, which was totally worthless because they're perfectly balanced. All right. We can get a shop upgrade. So let's do that. And then we can't afford the health pot that I wanted. Do we have anything to offload for it? Edward with this kettle helm isn't that important. And what did we need for it? 23? We'd have to sell 2 things. So I don't think we're going to do that. I haven't seen one, Jokwa, but that's an interesting idea. Make it so that you essentially have higher production, and then I think that it would be very interesting. So let's see. So who's going to be best at handling this side? I think this team, this duo, is better up here, and this duo is better down here. I think I'm going to try and ignore these two and just take out these two and fight in this space. But the runners are going to make things messy, to say the least. Okay, well, I don't think we're getting to 23 gold. Let me double check, though. Any really bad trinkets floating around? Fey Amulet is surprisingly valuable. Not surprisingly valuable. Sturdy Elven Boots are kind of trash, actually. So let's get rid of that. And the helm to get a health pot. I think that's worth it. There we go. Yeah, I mean, especially on the hammer, though. Like, the hammer is unquestionably the best one from a range perspective for me. All right, we'll get you up there. We'll get you here, and then we're just going to have to hope that I'm not punished for the foolishness. I'm going to build walls just directly in front, like that, just to distract any enemies on the way in.